That is his work. He cannot fail to do that. He will transmit it to the head of state. Whoever is the head of state, he is an ambassador for Cameroon, not for an individual. If you take your decision now, you must send it. You can send it also to a political party. If your group belongs to a political party, you can send it there. Your idea will be known. Your ideas can either be argued in favor of or against, and that is how we can change the country. Not always to see against anything which is wrong. You can correct a thing by being inside. You can correct it by being outside. So thank you very much. I am a Southwesterner. Anybody who will bring me that type of division, no. I have resisted. I've said a Cameroonian is a Cameroon. I have resisted for years, since my political life, since I was a child. I'm not a child again. I'm 70-something years now. I started resisting it when I was 24 years of age. You can imagine. When you were 24 years of age. I left college into politics without even knowing where I was going there. And I managed it till today. So I'm challenging all the young men to do better than myself. So I've set a record, I should break the record. All I know. So thank you very much.
Okay, pal, let me introduce to you the people who are here. Just a few friends, a lot of more people would have come. But these are people in the global Cameroonian community who are trying to effectively implement the ideas that you just put on the table now about unity. So I have here Mr. Risham Bakop. He's one of the founders and the pioneer president of the Nde Group here in the US and in the DC metro area. So very positive and dynamic member of our community. And one young lady, she moved here to California, Sally Kima. Of course, you know of the Kima family, I'm sure.
Yes.
So that's your niece to the minister?
No, I'm the junior sister to the ambassador.
Oh, junior sister to the ambassador, okay. And then this is Mr. Mbakop.
Who?
No, I said Mbakop here. This is Jean-Claude Mukom. He's the leader, one of from Akum.
America Akum.
Yes.
Not the Avenue.
He has not Abel Mukom. He's the leader of the Akum group here.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the Akum group. Then one of our community member to Nubia from the Bali group, Bali community. And then one of our very powerful women here who used to be one of the leaders, the pioneer leader of the Bafang women here in the US, Mrs. Chokoko, is now one of the executive members of the ACCDF. Most of these members too are members of the ACCDF. And I am Christmas Ebini, we met here before. And as a matter of fact, you and I met in 1993 in Boya during the AAC. You had come to attend the AAC, so we met because we were the ones organizing the AAC with Anyangwe and all those people. Yes.
Where is Anyangwe now?
He should be somewhere in Africa doing politics too. So the reason we came to see you, I don't know, Madam, we didn't get the introduction. Of course, this is my brother Samin Galambe, who is also in the house here. So another community leader. Patience should introduce Samin more than I should. I don't think we...
I'm from Texas.
Okay.
I just came here for school.
Okay.
And I'm going back in November.
Okay.
And that's the time.
Yeah. So far, as you see, Honorable, and most of us here are not members of, maybe, I don't know, people's political this thing. We just think about our community and come together.
Yes.
We are not members of any kind of political party per se. If they do, they have not declared that to me. And I don't belong to any political party. Not for long. Well, yeah, you never know. But I think you echo really the reasons why we came to see you for this chat here today. Because you, like our political fathers, we know that there are a lot of things that went wrong. And we cannot continue along that path. We have a big problem which you have touched, in a sense that because this person is from this area, politically we cannot agree, or this person is in this party is a bad person. We want that we can learn how diverse this country is politically, and they do well with their diversity. We can disagree as much as we disagree. But when it comes to the interest of our country, we must always keep our personal sentiments aside and look at the good for everybody and for the country. So we were coming to try to talk to you and to pick your brain as you go. I mean, you talk very well, you are well known, you are one of our political icons from history. I mean, if you are not here today, I mean, if we preserve things very well, children should be reading, generations to come should be reading about you. Growing up, I knew about you, studying a little bit of Southern Cameroon's politics before even seeing you in 1996. Yes, so and we know about that. So we have this thing that we should think about. A lot of things happened that the gateway opened for many of us to come out here to look for life, because things were really getting back home, which is a blessing and a curse too, because as we leave the country, those are resources for development that is living that we should have stayed to develop. But if we were there too and we did not have opportunities, that would be a very big stress on the country, and we would not just sit and fold our hands that way. So Cameroon can be able to benefit both ways of what happened. Us being out here and still participate in the process, not only politics, but the policies that you take in Parliament would make it possible for people who are here to freely go back and not be afraid to engage in the country because they still retain certain things. And that's why we were very happy when a group came from the presidency and was talking about something that we've been talking about, like dual nationality. So that is our main focus now, about the dual nationality project. And we were hoping that we could have by now have a good partnership with our brothers and sisters of the CPDM to have that as a joint community project, but unfortunately we've not been that dynamic in doing that. We hope we can still do it, but we feel by coming and showing our respect to our political fathers like you, we could plan certain thoughts. If it wasn't there in your head, or if it was there, you could still know that you have support if you can go and tackle such things for us. So this is a little by way of political diplomacy too. We know that at your standing now, if you stand and you say certain things to certain people, they will listen. So that is to the interest of our country, it's to the interest of our people. So that's the main issue we wanted to raise with you today, and to really see how you can advise us to, if there's any way you think is a better way that we can approach it.
What about dual nationality? If it is necessary, it will go to Parliament in the form of a bill. Parliament will discuss, debate very seriously, and so on. Parliament right to what we call plenary session of the Parliament. When Parliament accepts it, the President will let with no alternative but he has to give his consent to it. And when he gives his accord to it, it becomes law. And if it is law, there must be good reasons for people wanting dual nationality. There must be good reasons without any bias. Because laws should not be made with bias. Look, people who started fighting for America, independence, they make laws. We are enjoying the laws. It's not only those people. Even as people were criticizing whatever laws he made, they are laws of America. And the Obama now is making laws. Whatever laws he makes, they will be laws of America. They are not laws of politics. They are not laws of individuals. And you must know yourselves. You have come here to look for a means of living. I know exactly that most of you came here because we lack employment and very serious. And the problem is that when we started under our colonial masters, the only employer was the government. Government is not saturated completely. And the government has to transfer gradually now into private sector, encourage private people. Like you have in America, you have people who are employing a private organization. Then the government is employing very little. Until we do that, we can actually if you go back to Cameroon now, you see that too many have left the university since we have been tuned only to look for employment with government. You see so many children who have left the university and streaming our streets now because we have not yet got to ask what you are doing here. Even if you go home, they ask you to do it, you will not do it. But I can't tell you, do it. I have people, I know them, they are looking to Jews. I've met them here. And some of them are cleaners, office cleaners. So until we shall try to be that, I've told people that if those who, as you said, those who left politically were too fast. We just finished with politics of sending the white man away, independent, colonial masters have to go. We are not doing politics of reconstruction because if you are here in this house and they force you to be out, when you are going on, you can break this ball, you may break this one. But if somebody comes in and he has to buy a new ball, he has to buy a new carpet, he has to buy a different, fix the table and come in. And it requires everybody to do it. That is why the politics of now should be different. Also, sympathize with your country. Don't be too fast. If we run too fast, we may get into trouble. Our co-politicians, like Dr. Azere, like Poncha, like Mona, like Joa, they are politicians. Like even Ahidu. They did politics in the second what was available. Look at the time of independence. I thought Southern Cameroon, I was a parliamentarian. We did a plebiscite. I voted. But look at the problem at that. Do you want to join when you get independence by being with Nigeria or independence by being with Scotland? Many people look at it now like errors. They were not errors. You see, when we are attacking the white men, we are afraid that they may go and come back. We are looking for a bigger body to lead this way. You could not be alone. Those who were afraid, like a Kuturandi, they waited. They did not ask for independence at the same time. Like Chad, they were not brave enough. Our leaders were very brave. And they saw the danger of coming back. Look at the danger in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was northern rotation. The white man found it very comfortable. Look at Mugabe wants it now for his people. He's giving names, so many things are going on. So nobody should take anything to be political as I'm talking now. I'm talking it, I'm appealing to all Cameroonians to modify their attitude and think how they can come and build their home. I'm not saying that they should all come. You should transfer the technology. What you are seeing and learning here, back home gradually, one day, we can also be as developed. But I believe it's not any political party's policy that the day we can have our own people employed, we diffuse this population congestion. Because employment now is the greatest problem in the country. And you know, economic crisis came with its own problem. Corporations, the little corporations that were employing too many people, they cut them down. Like CDC, so many organizations were closing down, and the people were stranded. And when they are stranded, they look good. So I just think that in order that your abuse can be known, if you talk as an individual, your abuse can never be known. I will advise that you can go very fast by going through CPDM. Because if you take this, your resolution as a group to the ambassador, as a group to the CPDM Central Committee, as a group to the present head of state, it would reach the parliament very easily. You can never send your solution to individual in parliament. There are so many. There are 180 parliamentarians. Cannot be taking a resolution to them. But if they go through this, they will reach parliament very easily. So thank you very much. I think everybody has something to do political. I'm talking to Cameroonians who are in America. I'm not talking to America. I'm not talking to America. I'm not talking to Nigeria. We are doing our best. Those who are there are doing their best. Let us support them by telling them they are wrong. In a united way, we will tell them. Don't deal with individual. Even in Cameroon, no individual can change any situation in Cameroon. I want to tell you. It must be a group. That is why in our constitution, there is no space now anywhere in the world for what you used to call in those days independent candidate. If you go after an independent candidate and he makes a mistake, because as an individual you have to make a mistake, the country goes into trouble. Where are you going to keep it? Why should it be a human being? All these ideas, you cannot agree with anybody. You want to be independent and carry the people to work. Tell them that you want to carry them where you want to carry them, not as an independent person. Put these views in the group, they would move. As fast if you put them in a group, even before I reach your views could have been there. Thank you. I encourage you to work and don't spend all the money you work here. Try to send me money home. We need your money. We need to be rich now. You all are very rich people here, both men and women. And America is a level player. I have to say that my first day here, I've seen that the women are more than you, the men. They have gone faster. Because when you came here, you thought you were very big people above your wife. She went down and she had derailed you people, completely you, the men. Because they have accepted, how did they do it? They accepted any down position. No, by the way. They have accepted any position to do. Why we the men are still thinking that we must be office, we must be Jews. They have accepted the position of floor cleaners, office cleaners, and so on. And they've gone. Have you ever seen that? Work hard and send the money. How do you send this money? If you build a nice house, we shall like to stay there. If you send us a nice car, we shall like to ride it. If you send us very good ideas, we shall like to accept the ideas and go ahead. The idea we need look at. I listen to, although you are not a politician, I listened to Obama. He said he was going to create jobs. Was he going to create himself? It was to make conditions for individuals to create jobs. How many of you can go and open small company and work in the farm? You would have learned what the other day I went to Texas and they were eating. You wanted anything pounded, fufu, the yams, so for everything. I'm sure they're importing them. I came this morning. I was going around and I saw a lot of vegetables around the house. Tamfu, we called it in Basel they call Nosigi. They are planted. I think we should not, if you all decide to eat them tonight, if we're an American who will parcel and put in shops, you go with handbag to go back. If it is your own, it is no use. But these are not political ideas. These are very sound ideas to improve our own lot. You should learn a lot here. Not only learn what is, even look at their politics. Try to do the politics that nobody will stay out. Look at the Democrats, but they are campaigning. They are shouting that they want to create jobs and look for money. Create jobs for you people. What of creating jobs for us? The Republicans are saying that they must show power. I want to tell you that sometimes you know that we have Bakassi now. Some of you know where Bakassi is. You know that we have it. Not through war. You mean that if we went to war with Nigeria to get Bakassi, we would have succeeded. America said, told Nigeria, if you fight, if you resume with the fight. That is the part of, I'm sure in America, that is the part of the Republicans are saying.
Thank you.
They have saved, Obama has saved a lot of money to create jobs. He has said, if he can end the Palestinian war, if he can end the war of Iraq, if he can end all these other fighting, Afghanistan, he would save a lot of money for you. But let those people not think that there is nobody who has power. And start molesting people who don't have power. And start molesting small countries like us in Cameroon. If they molest us, we shall go for George Bush not to fight. You can see where we our politics. They're playing their politics now. One is looking for money and one is they're looking for money and looking for power. If you have money and you cannot have power, what are you? That is what is happening here. Our own, we who have come, we want politics of money. We want to get power here to do what we want money. But when we are home, like us in Cameroon, we think if the Republicans were to come there and say, we'll allow these people to come and fight you people again, we keep quiet. We say to come here and fight us, we have no power. But we thank our past politicians because they have damaged nothing. Since we are chief independence, we have never damaged anybody. If you had only a cardboard house, it's still standing there. Except White Ann has put the thing down. If you had a mud house, rain has not destroyed it yet. It's still standing there. People have not come and destroyed the grass. Try to work very hard and send us not only money, ideas. Ideas. We want your ideas very much. They are very good to us.
And that's something that we would love to do, and we're happy to know that somebody like you who have grown through the politics, know the areas, and you don't identify yourself as one or the other. You are so close to our president, Paul Biya, and you're in a position that you can give him advice.
I'm very close to him.
Very close to him. So we're happy to know that all these things that you're asking us to do, some of us are very willing and want to. So we're asking that as you are there and you're advising him, ask him to make it possible that if somebody comes from here with ideas or to either put some kind of infrastructure in place, they should make it fluid.
Yes.
To make that process, to enable us through that process so that we can put those things in place. I don't think whatever political party we want to, or everybody declared that they don't belong to either.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. We love our country. We want to be able to sit somewhere and say it proudly, like Americans say, I'm an American. I should be somewhere and say it proudly, I'm a Cameroonian. I want to feel proud and say I'm a Cameroonian. But I think we are in a way challenged with the happenings, whether it's he's doing or not he's doing, but the situation of the country really cripples us.
Yes.
That the ideas, the goals, the things I would like to bring and do in our own country. We know it's a young country and we want it to grow.
I pray that you're right. Let me not put it that somebody thinks that is my personal idea. I want, when it is written by all of you, by you people, I'm very close to Paul Biya. I'm one of the closest persons. I'm one only out of the lot. It can reach him. And he cannot change this country alone. He must use all of us. I here and you all here to change this country, to change Cameroon. It is the wish of Cameroonians to have this. Let us examine and give them to have it. Because Cameroon is everybody's country. And it will be very strong when you people do it together. I've heard of it. Since I came here, I've always been hearing about some of these complaints. I want to dismiss them. You people send these complaints. If some people took the immediate action as I advised, the complaint would have been in Canada. He was, about 2 weeks ago, he was in Canada. Last week he was in Canada. I mean in New York. And you see, I'm going on, maybe on Saturday, which is the 16th, I will land at Timale. I was staying here only for some days before I go. I come from Dongamanto, very far. I will be able to contact a few people before I pass, to their views. And I've even asked some of you who have the idea very fast. I said, write some of these things and sign them and bring them. And let me put them in my briefcase and take them as fast as possible. Because they are very pressing. And I would like you people to think in a very positive way as I'm saying.
Yes.
Not to think only as a political party, no.
Sorry to interrupt.
Although it would be
Driving
better to
Eastern
think as a
Central?
political party.
Because they're blocking someone. Can you remove your car so that you'll pull her? Thank you.
I want you people to think as a group. And when people come to a group, it's always regarded to be a political creating group. I don't know. You know,